Hello, hello, hello. Happy Saturday to everybody. Happy Sabbath as well. I hope and pray that everybody enjoyed their day of rest. It started out as a kind of gloomy one, but it turned out to be a beautiful day. On this Sabbath, I'm going to come to you with a lesson on modesty. I chose modesty because I feel like it's a hot topic. It's a hot topic because it needs to be presented. I think that it needs to be presented to all the queens in the world and the princesses. As queens, we should always be positive role models and try to lead the younger generation in the right direction so they won't be led astray. So modesty it is. I'm going to go ahead and jump right into the verse. The first verse is going to be Ephesians 2:10. Ephesians 2:10. For we are the Most High's masterpiece. He has created us anew in the Messiah, so we can do the good things he planned for us long ago. So his plan is for us to do the good things that he already has planned for us. And we are his masterpiece. That means we're beautiful. We're unique in design. My second verse is going to be 1 Timothy 4:8. 1 Timothy 4:8. Physical training is good, but training in godliness, which is spiritual training, is much better, promising benefits in this life and in the life to come. The Most High made us all unique in our body shape, and our heights. We're all different, pretty much. You have some that are really tall. Me, I'm short. You have some women that are bigger than others. You have some that are smaller than others. But he made us unique in his own way. And his plans for us and our lives are very different. We all have unique courses that we have to follow. No one's plan is the same. No one's destiny is the same. So as women, being healthy is very important. But don't become so obsessed with your outer image that you lose yourself trying to be pleasing to in the eyes of others. As women, I know that sometimes we get low in our self-esteem and we feel like, well, I don't like this part of my body or that part of my body. I go through it as well. As women, we all go through it. We have bad hair days. We have days in which we just aren't feeling so good about ourselves. But, don't lose yourself trying to be pleasing to everybody else. We should just take it one day at a time, try to eat healthy, work out a little bit here and there, pray for strength and pray for guidance. And, our spiritual training is more important than our physical training because overall, our spiritual training is what's going to provide us with the inner sense that we need to be fulfilled. The Most High is more concerned with our inner being, our inner health, than our outside the physical aspect of us. So don't get so stressed out trying to exhibit this image that's, everybody wants you to be. Next verse is going to be 1 Timothy 2:9. 1 Timothy 2:9. And it reads, and I want women to be modest in their appearance. They should wear decent and appropriate clothing and not draw attention to themselves by the way they fix their hair or by wearing gold or pearls or expensive clothes. For women who claim to be devoted to the Most High should make themselves attractive by the good things they do. This verse right here is it may step on a few toes. It may, cause some people to feel some type of way. And initially during my study, when I first came across this verse, I wasn't going to share it. But my spirit told me to go ahead and do it. Because within this verse, he's speaking of when you're attending worship, whether it be a gathering, church. Some people attend church. Me, myself, I don't. I self-teach and I attend fellowship with my Hebrew elders, my brothers and my sisters from time to time. But overall, I teach myself. But in the midst of those worship and those gatherings, what he's saying is that, he wants you to be modest in your appearance. He doesn't want you to come dressed as if though you're in a fashion show, exhibiting your expensive jewelry, your extravagant clothes, or your elaborate hairstyles and, all that type of stuff. That's not important to him. So that's what that verse is saying. When you come in the place of worship, your focus should be on the Most High. It should be on him, and it should be on your good deeds that you're doing, not about the way that you look. Your faith is more important than what you have on. It's not saying that you shouldn't look decent or you shouldn't keep yourself up. It's just saying that you shouldn't be, all extravagant and, out there in a point where you're attention seeking, where everybody's eyes is on you and they're focused on you and not what's going on in the house of worship. My next verse is going to be Romans 12:2. Romans 12:2. Don't copy the behavior and customs of this world, but let the Most High transform you into a new person by changing the way that you think. Then you will learn to know the Most High's will for you, which is good and pleasing and perfect. I chose this verse because I feel that many women feel the need to be accepted by society. We feel that we have to be shaped a certain type of way. Our eyes have to be a certain type of way. Our hair has to be a certain type of way. And we should be able to love ourselves enough to be comfortable in our own skin. Our physical characteristics that we were blessed with are, it's our makeup, it's who we are. And a lot of it is within our DNA, and we can't do anything about it. So don't put your health in jeopardy trying to have the body of a supermodel or the video vixens. Take care of yourself, eat healthy, and try to work out, and just pray for strength, and you're going to be okay. Everybody is different. My next verse is going to be 1 Samuel 16:7. 1 Samuel 16:7. But the Most High said to Samuel, don't judge by his appearance or height, for I have rejected him. The Most High does not see things the way you see them. People judge by outward appearance, but the Most High looks at the heart. In this verse, the Most High had sent the prophet Samuel to go anoint David, who is the son of Jesse, as a new king. Upon his arrival, once Samuel got there, he saw David's older brother, and because of his outer appearance, his stature, how tall he was, I'm assuming he was handsome. He had the image that was fit of a king. So Samuel automatically assumed that this is the person that the Most High wants me to appoint as king. So the Most High quickly, let him know, like, no, that's not the way that it works. Don't look at the person's outside, you look at their heart. And that's what he does. He doesn't care about our outside appearance. He cares about what's on the inside of us, how our heart is. So what kind of heart do you have? Is your heart worthy enough to be accepted? It's a question that we should ask ourselves on a daily basis. I try to always work on bettering myself as a woman, as a mother. The imperfections that I have within me, I try to work on them. I want my heart to be pure. I try my best to keep my heart pure. It gets hard sometimes, but I just continue to pray and just keep the faith and continue on working on me. So ask yourself that, is your heart worthy enough to be accepted by the Most High? That's what's most important. My next verse is going to be Matthew 5:27 and 28. It's Matthew 5:27 and 28. You have heard the commandment that says not to commit adultery, But I say anyone who even looks at a woman with lust has already committed adultery with her in his heart. Let me read that again. You have heard the commandment that says you must not commit adultery. But I say anyone who even looks at a woman with the lust has already committed adultery with her in his heart. I included this verse because I know some people might get mad at me, but I'm just going to tell the truth. It is what it is. In this verse, a lot of women, the first thing that we do is we get mad. We'll get mad at a man and say, well, oh, he a pervert, or he's thirsty, or, he just looking at this part of me, or he just want this part of me. When you're putting yourself out there like that. Let me just say it like that. You're putting yourself out there for that. You're putting yourself out there for that attention. And, most people, because of self-esteem issues, or most women, because of self-esteem issues and them not being 100% comfortable with themselves, they put on certain type of clothing that's revealing, or, whatever the case may be, because they want attention. That's what they're seeking. But when you have a man that's not desirable to you and gives you that attention, the first thing that you say is, oh, he's a pervert. Or, you just want my body. You don't care nothing about me. But you're putting your body parts out there for him to want them. And we must understand that all men are not perverts. And we also have to understand that when we were created, the Most High created us and our bodies to be desirable to men. So they're going to look. That's what they're going to do. So, if you don't want to be looked at in a certain type of way, if you don't want unwanted attention, then don't put it out there for them to give you the attention, and then you feel a negative type of way about it. And also, as women, we must, we got to accept responsibility for our own actions. We have to be accountable for us. We have to be accountable for our own actions. Because the next thing that is going to happen is that, if you cause that man to sin, yes, it's his fault that he sinned. He has his own mind and he's responsible for his own actions. But if he sins because of what you did, you're going to be held accountable as well. I'm going to explain that in this next verse. I'm going to give you what it says straight from the word. I'm not making it up. Jeremiah, and I forgot to write down the chapter. I'll have to go back and add that and edit that at the bottom of this video. But the verses are 9 and 10. The human heart is the most deceitful of all things and desperately wicked. Who really knows how bad it is? But I, the Messiah, search all hearts and examine secret motives. I give all people their due rewards according to their action they deserve. So he just broke it down to you. Pretty much, he just told you, I search all hearts. Whatever your secret motives are, I already know. And I'm going to hold you accountable for that. And this is going to be my last verse. The last verse is Proverbs 31:30. And if anyone knows what Proverbs 31 is, or the ones who don't know what Proverbs 31 is, Proverbs 31 speaks of the virtuous woman. So if you have a chance, women, my queens, go and read Proverbs 31. That's the type of woman that I strive to be on a daily basis. The verse is verse 30, and it reads, charm is deceptive and beauty does not last, but a woman who feels the Messiah will be greatly praised. We all age. That's just a part of life. Our beauty is going to fade. We're going to have some type of issues going on. Maybe, some may be blessed to just live healthy lives, but, love yourself. Love yourself enough to know that you are worthy and you are acceptable just the way that you are. And anyone who doesn't see that within you, they're not worthy to be in your life. So in my closing, I just want to add that being modest includes our behavior as women. It includes our attitude, and it also includes the way we carry ourselves, along with our physical appearance. So always try to be focused. Stay focused on being respectable. I'm sorry. Focus on self-respect. Respect yourself. Be humble and be pleasing in the eyes of the Most High. He cares about what's in our hearts and the good works that we do. He does not care about how fine we are, how thick we are, how sexy we think we are, how many men we think we can pull. He's not impressed with that at all. And also understand that the way you present yourself, the energy that you put out is what you're going to receive. I've had friends of mine in the past to say, well, Charmaine, why you always get the good ones? Why you always get the good ones? And I'm like, well, I can honestly say that I've never, ever had a bad man in my life. I've never had a bad man in my life. Was I always a woman that was modest? No. I'm not saying that as well. Am I perfect again? No. I'm not saying that as well. But as I have gotten older, I have learned that the clothes that I put on, the body parts that I allow to show is going to put out a certain energy and image of me. And whoever receives that energy and that image is going to be perceived in a certain type of way. And whatever I put out is what I'm going to get back. So I can't be upset about what comes into my life because that's the attention that I'm bringing into my life. And I accept full responsibility for that. So don't get mad at these men and call them perverts and they're thirsty when you putting all your body parts out there for them to see. And they just want some. They're just the bottom line. They do. And also, we're responsible for guiding these little princesses of the younger generation in the right direction. If they see us doing it, then they're going to want to do it too. So remember that we are queens, and queens inspire queens. So be modest, be respectful, carry yourself in a good way, have self-respect, and watch the Most High send you a king. I'm going to end it there, and I'm going to say crowns up, shalom, and happy Sabbath. Anyone who, again, I'm going to continue to say, if you need someone to talk to, if you just need someone to listen, I'm here. It's my duty. If this message was meaningful for you, or you know someone who may need to hear this message, then please share, comment, and like. Shalom. Happy Sabbath. I'm going to give y'all a smile too. I'm not mean, y'all. I'm not mean as I look. Shalom.